right. Peace to the family out there. How do I describe this guy? Oh, wait, let me make sure my stuff is all together. Camera, sound. All right. You? All right, good. So, brother hits me up today. Let's just go right to it. Okay, so a brother hits me up. We talked about a couple of different things, but I'm going to talk to you guys about what I want your help with, what I want your advice with. Right? And yeah, people don't usually do this, right? But I want to ask you because I think it'd be easier instead of me trying to figure out how I can help better. Like my ideas is not always real. It's not. I have things that I think I know that can help you based on mostly what I know about me. Right? But in that pocket, I might not be doing my best. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not. So we are trying to figure out this system to get everything to flow smoothly. And we're trying to initiate this all before November, or at least at November, the latest. Like November 1st, boop, everything got to be up and running. Right? So the idea is to have the Patreon family set up where we can do more of a coaching styled. So we're going to switch it all up. Right? We're going to switch it all up because, my goal with the Patreon, right, was to get the private classes going and then to help folks write. And everybody really was excited. We had some initial participation. I mean, we still got some, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? So, brother reached out and we were talking about some things today. I'm going to still go into it, but I had already had a lot of the stuff in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when the brother hit me up today, it was like, stuff start falling into place. And he asked me for something that we was already working on. And so when he asked me, I'm like, well, how about you do this? Because I've been trying to figure this out for a minute, So like, how about you tell me, how would you best like for me to create X, Y, Z? You know what I'm saying? And at first I think he might have been taken back, you know what I'm saying? But then, he started to tell, so we had a good. So anyway, that's the thing that I'm talking about. They're like, is it me or did Dr. Inky just ramble for 3.5 minutes? I don't even know what the heck. Start again from the top, Doc. How are y'all doing on Saturday afternoon? Right? How are y'all doing on Saturday afternoon? The family. Okay, so back in the days, I started off doing this. I was doing consultations. Like that was the main thing that I was doing. Consultations. From the constant consultations, I got very frustrated because most people was wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? And when I started, I still had a full-time job. Let me give y'all some history maybe that y'all probably don't even know. Here's some history y'all may not know. What is YouTube doing to our boy? YouTube is terrible right now. Anyway, so here's some history y'all may not know. Right? When I first started, it was just like Amber had got out the hospital. People seen her walking, like, not even walking. Like when she first got out the hospital, she wasn't, I had to carry her. She couldn't move. She had to put a whole full body cast on just to get off the bed or the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, even at that stage, it was still way different than what the doctors had heard and people had heard about me and her mom fighting so much to do what I was doing. And so anyway, word kind of starts spreading about what happened with Amber. As that goes on, people are starting to ask me how I did it, this is and that, how I could do something for them, or this cousin, this, my foot, my stomach. And so I don't even know, because you know what? I'm trying to walk y'all up into where I am right now and why I'm asking you guys for help, right? Or not help per se, you know what I'm saying, but just your input, like just your input, your advice. Like, do you think this would be good like this? Anyway, I'm coming. I'm gonna get there. So it honestly could have been that I was so grateful. I was so grateful for what I had been able to do with Amber that, you know, I didn't even think about nothing. I just wanted to share that same feeling and blessing and that what I got, I just wanted to share that with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, I'm just giving out information to folks. You know, they asking me stuff, and you know, I found a lot of people was like mad, super resistant to go to the doctor. I was like, bro, you got to go to the doctor. He was like, no, I'm holistic. I'm like, yeah, you can still be holistic right after you left the hospital. I'm going to need you to go in there. Yo, how is it that people think they're addressing their health and they don't even know what their health is? How you buying, how you going to address your health? You don't know what your ailments are. You haven't been checked out. You got to go to the doctor, right? So anyway, and I was doing the consultations for free. Just, you know, at the time, I didn't have any certifications and anything either. So that probably would have been another reason why I was just like, so I don't know. I was just so happy for the blessing, to be honest, you know, but I was working a full-time job, taking care of the family, then coming home and taking care of the family because I still had a family at the time. I think I had three. I think I had 5 at the time. Yep. I had 5 at the time. Chase wasn't alive yet. Oh. Yeah, I had 5 at the time. Chase wasn't alive yet. Chase is number 6. And then I got 2 sets of twins after Chase. So that's how I get to 10. You know what I'm saying? But so so I got to come home and take care of 5 children. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, well, not 5, 3, but it was 3 girls. You know what I'm saying? Like two of my children didn't live with me at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I had 3 of them, and all 3 girls. You know, girls need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing a full-time job and trying to milk as much OT every day because I was working commission. So I'm just trying to get this all in perspective. I'm working some days 12 hours, then come home to wrestle with the babies, and people hit my phone, free consultation, asking me all kind of crazy stuff, right? So that grows until people like, yo, you pretty good at what you're doing. You know, you need to put a value on it. You know, not like try to charge nobody. You know, but if you're gonna be on the phone with somebody for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, like you can't do that for free, bro. Like that's like you putting yourself into slavery. I was like, I'll take that under advisement. And so eventually when I started to feel frustrated because I would talk to people to death and they wouldn't change. It's like curiosity, like they just want to know, you know what I'm saying? Like they thought I had some type of secret and it really wasn't. Just go back to the blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Natural. And So I started charging folks like $25. Talk to $25, $25 an hour later on. Then I bumped it up again, but it didn't go up. It just was from 25 to 25 hours because I see people taking advantage of that. They'd be talking to me for 8 hours. I'm like, hold up, man. What is that? What's, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it just evolved like that. And then, but it wasn't that efficient because people were not really doing what they needed to do and blah, blah, blah. So then also most of when people ask me questions about vitamins, herbs, and all that kind of stuff, right? You know, I was telling them where to go, what to get. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, a lot of times I tell them to go to the doctor, but you know, if it's something, go get you this herb or whatever. So people were having success with stuff, people weren't. So then I started asking more questions and like, oh, well, I got this and this look like that. I'm like, oh, where you get that from? That's not this. What is that? Oh, you can't. That's why you ain't getting the results. That ain't that. So then I started to have some of the herbs so that if I suggest it, I know if you get this that I have, it's the right. I don't know what that is. If you're getting African herbs grown from New Jersey, you ain't gonna get. You ain't gonna have the results that you like. That's not that. You know what I'm saying? But people like instant gratification, so I get shitted on left and right, but I resolved long ago. I would rather be shitted on by folks and say, Inky, take too long to ship, blah, 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 and be able to go to sleep at night. Good. I sleep good at night on this decision because I know that I get these herbs from all over the globe. Period. When you get an herb from me, if it's supposed to come from China, that's where I got it from. I didn't get it from you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm at the mercy of, you know, all kinds of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff going on. And because I have combinations of stuff, I could be missing one thing and it causes a delay. I'd rather have the delay because when you get this is designer, this custom, this is the top of the line. It's like, you know, hey, you can wait. We're gonna send you the Lamborghini, or you can. We got this used. We got a 15-year-old Honda right here. We're gonna give you for the same price as a Lamborghini if you want to wait a little while. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pay you one price, and I can either drive away with the used Honda that's 15 years old, or I can wait for a brand new Lamborghini. What's the trick? Right? That sounds so good, but people don't think like that because most people aren't really accustomed to custom stuff. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Most people aren't accustomed to custom stuff, so they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? When you go to a fast food place, your food is already ready, so you're going to get it immediately. Boop. When you go to a fast herb place, your herbs are already prepared, so you're going to get it immediately. Boop. Fast herbs, fast food. Not much difference. Not much difference. You go to a restaurant, they're going to go in the back and make you that. Huh? You're going to be sitting for a minute. You know that. When you go to fresh food, they're going to go take your order, go in the back. You might be out there. That's why they're going to bring you some bread rolls. And they stall you with the bread rolls. They might leave you there for 15, 20 minutes before they bring you some bread and water just because they know they got to stagger you depending on what your orders are. So that's the other part. When your waitress or waiter is taking your order, how they shape your experience of the wait is a large part of what's going to make you feel like coming back, doing more business with them, or giving them a tip or whatever, in case you know what I'm saying. So that's a part of the thing in all services. You always have to think about time. So usually the higher the quality, the longer the wait. The lower the quality, the faster the delivery. That's just how life goes. Period. I'm not making that up. That's a reality. Back in the days, I had a Range Rover. One what they call that thing? Not strut. It was a shock. One any part really, because I had to wait for all kind of stuff with that damn thing. I gotta order it from the UK. I can't go to a local place and get a part. I would have to wait, and it come with all the British stuff on there, and I gotta pay for shipping and all that. Like, yeah, like that's how I go. The best things you gotta. So anyway, off that, because this is not about that, right? But that's I don't know how we segued into that from the story, right? But the point is, right, is that people feel like, it's a lot of information, and I know that it is. I know that it is. I know that it is. Yeah, I know that it is. And there's nothing else I can say. It ain't like I got a trick to make it less information. I know it's a lot of information. It's difficult. That's why I'm trying to create all the tools as possible, right? So that's what the Patreon was for, because I know on the front side, because of how I have to do things sometimes to reach our most troubled demographics. See, when you see those statistics about 2,000 people dying from kidney disease every day, that's not 2,000 Black folks, but as a healer, they're all 2,000 my folks, right? Because if you bring me a sick cat or a dog, I'm gonna be trying to figure out how we can help him, or get him to the closest, whatever we need to do. That's in my blood. Reading books don't make you a healer. It got to be in your heart, and then you go study to bring your talent potential to the surface. You know what I'm saying? But brother said that folks need that one-on-one, and we got some tutoring stuff going on. We got the tutoring, and I guess that works for some people. You know what I'm saying? For some people, the tutoring classes work. But brother said you need to have like coaching and accountability stuff going on. He was like, yo, Doc, I think I need like a call every day type of vibe. Like, did people that does that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I went back, just to give you an idea of how I started, is so you understand that I understand if people feel a way, because the melanin versus diabetes movement is an organic thing. Like, it's a divine, it wasn't and I'm not saying anything is wrong with this, because I do this also. So don't think I'm trying to talk down on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I sit down and say, oh, I need some money. I need to think of a way to make some money. Or I need to think of a new business. Or I might sit down with Chase or Chloe and we talk of an idea. Or if I got a girl, or I'm married, or I got a homeboy, we'll put together a business idea so we can figure out how to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying is, and again, nothing's wrong with that. You should be doing that, right? We should actively be trying to get out of our jobs and create businesses, right? And even if we're staying in our jobs because maybe we like them, we can create some businesses on the side, right? Jim Rohn said, if you work harder for your job than you do for yourself. I don't know. I can't even think of it right now. But basically, work harder after work on your personal success, and then you'll be able to retire faster, or something to that effect, right? But this was just like completely, organic, and like the car was driving itself. I didn't have a destination. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming off of Verizon. I'm making 70, 80,000. I didn't know I would have times like, it's a business stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I had the safety net over me with Verizon, and then I'll leave that there. And so that allowed me time to try to figure out myself without necessarily being as pressed as somebody with, that has no means of survival at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So there was never about money, and it was always about spending as much as time as possible with people. So that's why, I'd be on the phone all day at any open time. I'd be even in the park sometimes with the kids or at the basket, anywhere with people on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, I would travel to people. If people was in the hospital, I'm not paying to travel to you now. You're going to have to take care of it. But a lot of time it was almost nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just having you pay for the expenses for me to be there. But I would come to people's hospitals and advocate and fight and whatever, all that. You know what I'm saying? Travel the country. I did this for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? Like, so after a while, if you're passionate, young, you get in a space where, and this is with anything you're doing. At first, you about trying to accomplish a whole bunch of stuff by yourself. And even if your results have other people involved with them, you still are looking for the results to accomplish what it is you trying to personally accomplish. So, there's a time you do that, and then after a while, if you're able to do those things now, you want to transition to a space where it's more like, okay, now it's about helping the next, teaching. Now it's about teaching. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to me running around trying to help everybody. What I need to be doing is teaching people. So that's what I was doing, going across the country, city to city to city to city to city to city to city. And I inspired a lot of people. Before me, you didn't see what you would consider now like a hip hop healer. I literally created that whole thing by myself. You know what I'm saying? Or urban herbalist. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. There's no title for it. You know what I'm saying? And I give credit to my predecessors, but in reality, like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Sabi didn't make no music. Sabi wasn't working out with you and doing all of those. Like that's just another, a nuanced thing. So now, Dr. Africa, on the other hand, Dr. Africa would come and spend the weekend with people. Dr. Africa will come spend the weekend with you. That's a fact. I think he was charging people like $2,000 to do like a 2-day crash course at your house or something to that effect. I don't know what the hell he was charging, but I know that Dr. Africa would spend time with folks. You know what I'm saying? But what we came with just was so different and unique. Now it's becoming a thing where you see a lot of guys with the energy, like the street type of edginess, but they want to present themselves intelligent. They want to be able to articulate, and so it's just about facilitating that. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2.5. Yeah, I'm about 2.5 years away from being 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do it all myself. Gotta have folks. Not having the top half of my head is killing me. Like, I gotta take this do-rag off because every time I look at the computer screen, I feel like weird as hell. Here we go. Yeah, like that was driving me crazy right there. Because this is like white on the top, but it's green on the inside. So it just vanishes. So anyway, so here's the call. Now y'all got mad context. Let me see what he's saying. Yes, sir. Okay, hold on. I really wish you would start a mentoring program. And then he put a real one. That's a not so inside joke, right? If you know, you know. So I responded, I said, please do me a big favor and break that down for me. Explain to me exactly how the perfect one would look in your mind. Because I've been racking my brain forever trying to figure out the perfect system. This is why we change it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And before I start wrestling with, you know, the postal system for the holidays, which will kick in, you know, kind of, and it's an election year, right? I want to have this all together. That's why I'm like, before November, this got to go, because November 4th, starting with the presidential, it's up. It's up. And it's going to be up till January. I'm letting you know. It's like that almost every year, but on those presidential elections, forget about it. So anyway, he answered the question. He says, I'm not sure what it would look like outside of my own personal experience with you, because truth be told, I'm thinking more about myself. But I would think you need a couple of assistants to help solidify and sustain the information and legacy. What better way than to train a couple of men up? Even though you're already doing it with the babies and the online stuff, I think it would be worth just really to drive the point home, you know, to have some students that understand the value. And, you know, it's so hard to focus and concentrate with the information. I feel like if I had somebody like a professor or a coach that I could check in with daily, I'd be able to stay focused and motivated on the material and what matters the most in the material. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yeah, that's a super vibe. We've been working on it. We have even made some attempts at it. But you left out the pricing part. How much should this cost per day or session or month? And give me what a session or a check-in would look like. You know, phone, text, Zoom, time, stuff like that. Right. So you know, the brother says I would say fine, maybe, you know, like a handful of candidates, select period of time, maybe 6 months, maybe 12 months. The package could have unlimited text messages with you. Okay, one Zoom call. Oh, yeah, one Zoom call a week, it looks like. One Zoom call a week, personal. One video a week, personal. Based on the specific questions coming from that person. So, like, I guess maybe since he put unlimited text messages, I'm able to respond with, you know, like, so we'll have one call and one Zoom, which is, I guess, a one-on-one every week. So like a 30-minute or 60-minute one-on-one video chat, unlimited text with, I guess, with me doing a video breaking down whatever it is they own. Yeah, once a week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm glad he said 5 candidates, because I'm honestly, I don't think I'd be able to do this with many people. It's too much time for me to dedicate to people, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Even if I charged $1 or $1 million, I wouldn't want to mess this up. You know what I'm saying? Like, not be able to do it the right way. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this with more than 3 to 5 people, tops. Right. So that's the thing. This is not a thing that everybody could be involved in. This is definitely a limited thing. If, you know, if not, if we're gonna do it, right? or some version of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we got the videos, one video a week, one conference call a week, and unlimited text. Some people, when you say unlimited text, they really like, oh, Ink, you did say unlimited text, my guy. But no, I don't care. You could text me all day and all night. I'm cool with 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Because if I don't answer it, I don't get it. But if I don't answer it, that chances are, I don't know, the phone might be off, I might be asleep, anything. It's cool. I don't complain about activity on my phone while I'm asleep. Some people do though, so I respect that also. All right, and okay. So the videos also go along with the assignments for the week. The assignments for the week. Access to a special Patreon and a free detox kit a month. Special Patreon and a free detox kit a month. Yeah, this y'all see how this getting a little more expensive. I'm dead. I'm at it doing some products and all kind of shit. Okay, so yeah, so special Patreon and detox kit a month. The Patreon thing, the Patreon part has to be included, but also it's challenging, right? Even that's just little bumps in the road where you got to put your mind to it, because Patreon you got to sign up for. So if I charge for this, I would still have to be mindful somehow that you're paying for Patreon, because I wouldn't be able to get the one payment on Patreon for the whole thing, or the one. Maybe I could do it through Patreon. That's interesting. Maybe I could set the whole thing up on Patreon. That way you just set up your payment method on Patreon, but then I would be changing the prices on Patreon. You see how hypothetical things are way easier than the actual application, like when you want to make it a real thing. Like, oh yeah, I could move that over there, but no, we've got stuff over there, so I'd have to get rid of something that's already there. And since people already, so there's that. But I like this so far, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure this out, right? So then he says, as far as pricing, you would have to do that, blah blah blah. No. So I came back on him, because he tried to get out of the price part. See, because the price part is where it gets unpleasant, right? The price part is whereas the customer, of course, I want to pay the lowest price. I ain't gonna tell you none of that conscious BS. Oh, well, of course, brother, you're pineal melanin. You should get $1 zillion for you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't got $1 zillion. I ain't got nobody, and I got a lot of babies. So, hey, I'm negotiating. I might even try to trade you something. You know what I'm saying? But so I wanted to get, in all realness, I wanted to get the brother's idea of what the value was to him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important for me. So I said, okay, sure, but I need you to put the price on it from your perspective, right? Because this is what he said. After he described it, he said, now, as far as the pricing, you would have to do that because I don't want you to play yourself. But I could tell you if I think it would be affordable. So I say, okay, sure, but I need you to put the price on it from your perspective. If you think 50, say 50. If you think 5,000, say that. I'm going to probably change it, but I really need your idea on it. And if you have it in mind already and you just don't want to come off wrong, don't worry about that. Just give me an honest quote. So the funny thing is he sent me a response to that with the emoji, like because I know it. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. I love the respect people giving me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very mindful not to overstep the boundary of that respect. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that he was just not trying to, because some people get insulted. Like, oh, you think I'm only worth whatever? I'm like, eh, that's not me. I need to know what, because in my mind, see, now here's the other part. Yeah, you've been following me for a while. You know, I have my moments. You know what I'm saying? So if you leave it up to me, I'm like, well, this is the value of what I'm giving. So shit, I want a finger. Like, give me an index finger. I ain't gonna hit you for an arm and a leg, but I definitely want a finger. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's more important for me to understand the public's perception and what the public's value is, because it's like selling a painting. I could say, listen, this is my painting, and I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I know what it's worth. Give me $100 million for it. And then people will be like, all right, it's a beautiful painting, but I'm not paying $100 million for that painting. And so now I keep it and tell myself in my mind, I'm worth 100 million because I got this painting, but the painting is only worth the paint and the canvas. It might be worth $11 total. And actually, the price goes down because I already painted on them. A blank canvas might be worth, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to get out of our own minds sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We got to work on our egos. We got to work on our egos. There's a lot of difference between how we perceive ourselves and how others perceive us. And sometimes we just need to check on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to make sure you see yourself realistically. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he said about 500 a month. It would have to start at least there and go up, depending on what's feasible according to timing. Right? No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, yeah, none of that's important. All right. Well, at least it's important, but I'm not sharing it on the public. But my point is, so y'all heard the whole story. That's my long, drawn out version of it. It took me 40 minutes to read 40 seconds worth of text. I'm disgusting, bro. I'm just so glad that running my mouth has found a good use. So what do y'all think now? Let's see what we're talking about over here. Let's see who thinks this is a good idea. Right? Who thinks this is a good idea? Private service. All right, so I get it. I like the ideas. All right. I'm just saying, I'm going to toss it to y'all. I'm going to toss it to y'all. And I'm going to see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to be honest. I have at least 4 or 5 people that have been my students. Listen to this now, respectfully. I have 4 or 5 people that have been my students that have similar programs to that set up, and they charge anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 a month. And they don't do anything one-on-one. Everything they do is like private group. And the videos that they send you are not personal videos for you. They are private videos that they're going to send you like on a leaked, like a, like those feeds. Maybe y'all might not all know how these marketing tools work, but they got tools, apps and stuff where they can set up in the background and create like messages or videos that'll come to you with like to your email or whatever with like a little statement or whatever. They preset those. So it'd be like one every so often. And when you sign up, that just goes to every person, but that's not custom. That's not custom, and that's not speaking specifically to your issues. They're just selling you that illusion, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I got a guy, one of my homeboys from Texas. His name is Sid. Oh, it's not on this phone. He got me hooked on one of them damn electronic things. He got me hooked up on something because now, I get a text message about a horoscope every day. Like, it's my guy though. I don't like unsubscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? Because even if I don't read the message, I appreciate the message because it's positive energy. But I know it's a on-demand, app kind of vibe. I just never believed in that. Y'all know it. When I did the 120-day push-up challenge, I might text you, like I might text the group the same message, but I was literally texting that message to every person every day. So when there was like 5 or 10 of us doing them push-ups, that was super easy. That wasn't even nothing. I didn't even think about it. But remember, that's another thing that started by itself. I was just trying to do the push-ups for myself to get back. I was asking for some help, accountability. So who gonna rock with me to help me get in shape? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that kind of grew out on its own. You know what I'm saying? So 5, 10 people is nothing. You get to 30, 40 people, it started getting crazy because now I got 30, 40 people sending me video clips of different size video files. Like I didn't think any of that stuff through. I didn't think any of that stuff through in advance. It just grew by itself. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do the push-up challenge. Ooh, I didn't think that, I got an iPhone, all iPhones, limited memory. I don't like to use clouds. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still, I told you, I'm gonna be 50 in a couple of years. I still got old school issues that may never go away. So I'm just not totally comfortable with all my stuff going up to the cloud. Like that's just not yeah. What the hell's going on? Who's maintaining the cloud? Like, nah. I don't know that nigga. Like, what is he doing? Nah. So I'm just not comfortable with that. But I didn't think of any of that through. So people sending me push-up videos every day, go from 2 people to 10 people to 50 people to 100 people. By the time we finished doing the 120-day challenge, we had like close to 200 people doing push-ups with us every day. You know what I'm saying? So there's a point where everybody was excited because I was putting everybody's videos up on my IG page and some on my YouTube. I was trying to keep up with it anyway, as best as I could. And then people started getting discouraged. Some even frustrated and angry with me. Like, yo, I sent you 2 push-ups. Yo, I ain't see my joints go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to stop doing it because you ain't even throwing them up. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, you did see that I threw up my own, and I threw up like 10 other people's. So people not even thinking about that because they send me the push-ups all type of ways. So sometimes I have to download the push-ups from the text message to my computer, then drop that in the video editing software, re-edit the format so it's something that could work on IG, and then drop, you know what I'm saying? Or I might have to take off, crop some stuff or whatever the case may be. And then, so there was a point literally where I'm waking up 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm posting push-ups for 6 hours, bro. Like it was crazy at one point. But I wasn't going to stop doing it until 121 to 120 days was up because everybody was getting amazing results. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me go, okay, after this is finished, this is going to become a book so that I can basically take my experience from doing this with no planning, sit down, see what's the best, everything is the best. You know what I'm saying? What didn't work, what worked good, what was too crazy, what was, and put together the program, right? So from there, we got the gold standard with the gold book. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have the gold book yet, go to Amazon and get a copy of the gold book, right? You need that in your arsenal. That's the book that tells you how to control the microRNA in your body with your food. Like literally. And it names them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very simple, but it's laid out, detailed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, this is grassroots, this ain't even guerrilla marketing. A lot of this is just grassroots. You know what I'm saying? So I need you guys to tell me stuff sometimes so I know how better to help and how better, how I could, how we can do this better. You know what I'm saying? So bro was really good about laying out so anyway, nah, I'm not trying. I don't know. I hear you, 150 a month. I'm not trying to get that though. Yeah, I'm not really trying to do nothing with it because what he's asking for is not. That's why I'm clarifying. I'm trying to give people as much as information on it as possible so people can take it into consideration if it's something that they're interested in or they will find like because if I can get an app to just do it, you know what I'm saying? If I could just get an app to just do it, that could make it a lot less expensive. But that's not what the brother's asking for. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk to me like, they want to wake up, go in their kitchen. Yo, what's good, Ink? Yep, I'm in the kitchen right now. I'm about to put something together. What do you think I should put? And I'm gonna tell him, yo, go ahead and get you some oatmeal. Like, it ain't gonna be elaborate or crazy. You know what I'm saying? It might be. I got a lot of recipes and stuff. I just don't. I my culinary love. You know what I'm saying? I still like to play around with food and stuff like that, but Chase is taking that over. You know what I'm saying? And now I just like to be assistant when it comes to the culinary anything and just watch him go. Cause he cooks. Chase can cook, boy. Ooh, wee. Chase can cook. He's a monster. Chase can cook. And then Aubrey is right behind him. And she says she wanted to be a chef all her life since she was little. That's always what she wanted to do. Early on, she was saying, I want to be a cooker. What? A cooker, Dad? For a job, for money, cooking. I want to cook. Like, no, you greedy. You want to eat. She laughed. But I know she get them both from me. The love of cooking it and more so than the prepping, the eating, right? That's me all the way. You know what I'm saying? So I just be following them. But I got a lot of recipes. A lot of recipes. Early on, early 2000s, I used to have a lot of recipe books. But it's always a challenge to find a thing that is going to get people to active. And when I say active, I mean actually applying it. Like taking the grocery shopping list book to the supermarket with you. You would not believe, hold up, I should cut this part out and make this a short clip. You would not believe how many people call me up to ask me questions about the book. And be like, yeah, I got the book. I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. If the answer is no to either one of these questions, I'm going to need you to call me back after you fix it. First question, have you read the book yet? Second question, are you taking the book to the supermarket? The answer is no, then we got to start right there. You ain't read a book. Appreciate the support, but I need you to complete the job. I need you to read that book, right? Then after you read the book, well, even before you finish reading the book, I need you to start just taking it to the supermarket with you immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the food list with you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to ask me about that. And go through it so you understand that simplicity is very important. One of the most unhealthiest habits that people have is it stems from our arrogance. You know what I'm saying? It stems from our arrogance. And we believe that we just allow science to create a dynamic, right? So you had early on the classifications for type of eating. You had carnivore, omnivore, herbivore. Now, all 3 of those things, the way they were used and mostly still are used, are incorrect. Not in every scenario, but in most scenarios, when you try to apply the specifics and narrow it down to what does that term really mean, right? So, for instance, when I talk to Black folks, this is why we made a term called necrovore, because most Black folks I know is not carnivores. They think they're carnivores because they eat meat, but they don't eat raw meat. So you're not a carnivore because carnivores eat raw meat. So you can't be a carnivore. So that is incorrect. Calling yourself a carnivore and you don't eat raw meat, that is incorrect. Carnivores eat the animal while it still could move, and it still actually is still moving. Like they're eating it while it's still moving. That's a carnivore, right? And even carnivores don't eat everything. Carnivores don't eat everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, situation, starving, but primarily there's a specific type of game or a specific type of animal that carnivores eat. Just is what it is, right? So the term doesn't include or intimate the specificity. That's important. Omnivore means you eat some meat. That means you're part carnivore and part herbivore. Say it like that. It means you have a carnivore diet and a herbivore diet. I got to be specific about these things so that you know you're not practicing none of this. I need you to get this. If you don't eat, so here's the 3 categories once again: carnivore, omnivore, herbivore. Carnivore, they eat other animals while they're still alive or freshly killed, right? Unless you're talking about a scavenger. See, this is why they separate the carnivore from the scavenger. The scavengers will eat anything, even if it's a little rotten, or the scavengers will do anything. That's not a carnivore, though. The carnivore is not going to just eat anything. It's not going to just have, I decided, I'm just going to go ahead and have this kale and just get me a bag of apples and take it on back to the house. That's not, carnivores cannot do that. If a carnivore listen to what I'm saying. If a carnivore decides to go on a fruit or vegetable diet, the carnivore will get sick and die. His body's not designed for that. His intestines is too short for that. He won't be able to extract all the nutrients his body needs out of the food. One of the things with meat versus plants is that with meat, because it's flesh, and it's already blood and tissue, and it's a much faster extraction process. And because of the blood fools your immune system. Y'all got to get them books. Yeah, I can tell y'all are missing information. But when you have blood, this is why they're telling you now. See, if you go back to the 90s, in the early 2000s, I had a lot of meat, like animal people coming up, like trying to debate me or whatever. And they're like, yeah, because you can't get iron. Heme iron is processed and metabolized way better than plant-based iron. And I was like, I'm just going to need you to read some books, family. That's all I'm going to need you to do. I don't want to argue with folks that's not intelligent enough to understand what we're arguing about. So I don't want to argue with you to get a point out of you. I want to argue with you enough to make you go get a book. Even if you won't admit in public, I made you go hit the book. Go get the books. Because you need to understand this, right? More is not always better. So here's how your body actually works. Iron is dangerous. Iron is very closely regulated in your body. When you have enough iron, your body attempts to stop accepting iron into the bloodstream because it's going to throw off your blood. The most important thing in the body. Everything is secondary to the blood. But guess what? When you have heme iron, your body cannot block it because the iron is not what it's in the heme pigments, and your body views protein as the most valuable type of molecule. So your body does not waste proteins. Again, this is why they test your urine for what? To see if you're sick? Protein. Because one of the jobs of your kidney is all of the protein that's coming into it. The kidney grabs it and puts it back into the circulatory system like that. Whoop. So the moment that the kidney stops catching proteins, the percentage of the proteins that's making it into the urine literally determines what stage of kidney disease you're in. So say, for instance, you're losing, I don't know, maybe 5% or so. It's like, oh, you're in stage 1. Right? Once you get to the point where you done lost 95% of your kidney's ability to filter them proteins with some other jobs, but man, everything's shutting down. Everything is shutting down. If you can't hold protein in your blood, you cannot construct and build your body. Your cells can't communicate. Like everything is you. Oh, you got a automated thingy? Text it to me. I'll look at it. Yeah. Text it. I mean, but I don't know if I want to do automated. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it to be personal. That's why I'm saying 3 to 5 people. I don't need automated. If I just get a handful of people, I don't need automated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't need automated for 3 to 5 people. And I think for best results, it has to be like Yeah, I don't want to do it automated because I'm gonna be obsessive. If I accept it, whether I charge people $3 a month or $3 million a month, once I accept the challenge, I need, you know what I'm saying? Like I need a certain level of success. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even just a matter of just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have to figure out a good candidate, even like, am I gonna work with you? You know what I'm saying? Because you may not really be work withable. Um, but hopefully y'all see what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So like even with the book, you put all the instructions right there. You walk through, break down each food, how you get, even application, even in you get to the, I put a lot of the mineral content of certain goodies and herbs and plants and amino acids, even amino acid profiles. Did I put the amino acid profiles in there? I think I did. I'm almost certain I put some amino acid profiles in there and everything. Yeah, nah, this kitchen chemistry joint is this is a book. This is a book. Yeah, if I would have had this, I would have destroyed this because I know me. I wouldn't let this out of my pocket. Out of my pocket, period. Yeah, and then you have, and then we have our smoothie section, the Blue Magic Bar, right? At the Blue Magic Bar, we got our smoothies, right? So you use vegan ice cream and yogurt. It's up to you. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Some of the recipes have those things, right? And over the years, when I tell people ice cream, they get, I thought we was vegan. I'm like, do y'all know what year it is? Like, go to the supermarket. There's a section of regular milk ice cream, and then go right next to it. And you're gonna have a section of different types of vegan ice creams. Like it's expanded so far now that it's not even just one type. You got almond milk, coconut milk ice cream, soy milk ice cream, oatmeal milk ice cream, like, and health wise, if you're looking for the most ratchetest, sugariest madness, get the oatmeal. I don't like the oatmeal. Oatmeal milk is sugar water. Just need you to know that. So we're not doing it. Anyway, so but one of the things that I encourage people to do is all of the recipes with the smoothies to just use the purple water. Use the purple water that we talk about in the book, right? Don't use tap. Don't use bottled or spring. Follow the instructions in the book. Make your purple water the way I showed you in the book. And know, people at home, the purple water does not require anything to purchase from me. Right? You're going to take your tap water or your bottled water or your filtered water, whatever it is. You're going to follow instructions in the book, and then you're going to make your water. Right? And then you're going to have that water in the fridge. And as you make your drinks, for the drinks that require water, you're going to use that purple water, right? I don't really do a lot of sweeteners, but if you want to use the maple syrup or some of the really super old school folks that's still into blackstrap molasses, you can do that. Powders, you can do that. And then we start to go into, so we got a Sabi smoothie. The Sabi smoothie. Then we got the 6 a.m. Raid smoothie. Right? We got a 6 a.m. Raid smoothie. I don't know what made me name it 6 a.m. Raid smoothie. I think I might have had an old Ice-T song stuck somewhere in the back of my brain. Yeah. Anyway. Then we got the Yard smoothie, right? The Yard smoothie, right? We got the Solomon smoothie. We got the Gang Green, right? The Gang Green. We got the Grain Green, excuse me. Then we got the Blueberry Bromelain. Then we got the Breast Tea smoothie. Yes, you heard that right. Breast tea. Then we got the Raspberry Ratchet smoothie. We got the nigga smoothie. It's a nigga smoothie. It's very delicious. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really like that nigga smoothie. Yeah, there's a nigga smoothie on page 196 of this book. There's a nigga smoothie, and it is delicious. Woo! We got the maroon smoothie, right? The maroon smoothie. The maroon smoothie is high energy. If you know anything about the Maroons, I was like, okay, yeah, they was marching and whooping, whooping folks. And okay, maroon smoothie. We got crayon orange. We got a neck smoothie. We got the block smoothie, like for the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? We got the goon smoothie. We got the melanin smoothie. We got the cortisol smoothie, right? For stress and all that. And if the cortisol smoothie doesn't work for your stress, we also have the side piece smoothie. We have a side piece smoothie. So if the cortisol smoothie doesn't help with the stress, sometimes anyway, we have an Osiris smoothie, right? We have a Hades smoothie. We have a Papa smoothie. We got a Baroxide smoothie, right? I got a Gullah Geechee smoothie, right? I got a Gullah Geechee smoothie. I got a Drake smoothie. I got an anabolic hormone help smoothie. Followed by a baby making smoothie. Just saying. I got 10. 2 sets of twins. So I don't think the science only in the book. Anyway, then I got my Uncle Willie smoothie. I got a dark skin smoothie. I got a bare naked smoothie. I got a nut monster smoothie. I don't even know how many smoothies that is. How many recipes is that? Like that's we got a melatonin smoothie. We got a God's Covenant smoothie. We got a Jungle Fever smoothie. Okay. So if Umar had ordered a book, I'm gonna if Umar happens to order one of these books ever, I'll try my best to remember to get a Sharpie, and I'll just go over the Jungle Fever smoothie because I don't want Umar to drink that and then do something. We have a breakfast cereal smoothie. We have a cherry soda smoothie. I have a Crip Jesus smoothie. We got a collagen smoothie. I have a Dice Clay smoothie. I have a Range Rover smoothie. I have a Nut Buddy smoothie. I have a Flat Earth smoothie. I have a Halloween smoothie. I have a Nana's House smoothie. Right? This is a smoothie to give you that feeling of going to Nana House. Right? I got a Fat Joe smoothie. Right? Give you that feeling of seeing Fat Joe opened up his clothing store on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx for the first time. Like, oh, it was crazy. I got a Remy Ma smoothie. I got a slave ship smoothie. I have a young Pharaoh smoothie in here. I have a Sonetta Studio smoothie. I have a black butter smoothie. I have a Petey wheat straw smoothie. I have a Scammy Davis Jr. smoothie. I have an Abundance Child smoothie. I have a Virgin smoothie. I have a Street Dream smoothie. Remember that song from Nas? Street dreams are made up big. All right, my bad. I have a bone marrow smoothie, a Bruce Lee smoothie. I have a Lupe Fiasco smoothie. I have a sexy red smoothie. I have a Bronx smoothie. I have a Meek Millie smoothie. I have an Inky smoothie. I have a Book of Clarence smoothie. I have a chest milk smoothie. I have a Sunday split smoothie. I have a carrot cake smoothie. Shout out. Probably my first fake adopted mom. Yeah, because I want to say early on, Miss April, she was upstairs on the 5th floor. You know, she would hold me down. Sometimes people know people in trouble and they don't say nothing. They just try to like silently just help. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, she was the carrot cake lady in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen or spoke to her in 1,000 years, but she's always with me. You know what I'm saying? So I have a carrot cake smoothie. Damn it, we're moving forward. Then I have a quick smoothie, right? Save time. I have a blue zone smoothie, right? Where people live to be 100 years old. We have a blue zone smoothie in this book, right? This is the kitchen chemistry book. I got a baby, you're up smoothie. That's me and Aubrey's song. I got a 12 a.m. in Harlem smoothie. I got a virgin pina colada smoothie. I got a vegan cheesecake smoothie. I got a Smurf Forest smoothie. I got a Zodiac Killer smoothie. I have a National Black Theater smoothie. I have a Boston cream pie smoothie. I have an Everyday is Sunday smoothie. I have a Zip with the Drip smoothie. I have a 050 bowel movement smoothie. I kid you not. Don't think I'm playing. Go check. If you have this book, open up the book to page 216. If you have this book and you're watching this video right now, open this up to page 216 and confirm in the chat if we have anybody that has the book watching. You know what I'm saying? Confirm in the chat. This is not because some people going to hear these names like a Sonetta smoothie or Zip or 050, and they're gonna be like, he playing. He don't. That's not real. He's playing. It's very real, and I'm not playing. I have a work major smoothie. My little brother, Jersey, who I love to death. I have a PYT, Michael Jackson tribute smoothie. I have a key lime pie smoothie. I have a 9:30 in Toronto smoothie. So you see, I got that time thing from Drake. You know what I'm saying? So since I did a 12 a.m. in Harlem, I said, okay, well, I stole Drake concept. So let me do a 9:30 in Toronto smoothie. You know what I mean? For the Canada folks. I love Canada. Canada is extremely I love Canada. Right? I have a True Religion Jean smoothie. I have a Construction Tim smoothie. I keep telling y'all I'm from 100. Anyway, I have a sweet tooth milkshake. I got a creamy corn shake. I got an Osiris shake. I have a purple phase shake. I got a December in Detroit shake. I got a G-Body shake. I got a 7 shake. You know what I'm saying? For the gods. You know what I'm saying? I got a Christmas in the summer shake. I got a twerk shake. I got an inky late shake. Yeah, that's a late. Anyway, I had the crossover shake. I got the Thai tea shake, the strawberry drip. I got a Hotepistan lemonade. We got Hotepistan lemonade. Shout out to my man Hotep Jesus. That's where I'm going to try to get Hotep Jesus and Crip Jesus on the same show. That's going to be crazy if it happens. Right? I got an inky soda that we make. I have a B17 classified smoothie on page 222. We got the Italian ices. Now, most people know them as Italian ices in New York. We get the little 50-cent cups, the little white cup from the Spanish people walk around with the cart. So we rock with, but we, so in honor of that, we have our Italian icy smoothie. I got my 6:30 p.m. in Charlotte. Shout out to my Charlotte family, right? I got my urban conservative smoothie. I got my nectarine snack. I got my lemon head smoothie. I used to really love lemon heads as a kid. And now, as an adult, when I think back, I'm not sure if I really just love the lemon heads or if I love the fact that nobody else that I lived with liked them. It's like, oh, this is the one I can offer to everyone and still not have to share. This is the best snack of all time. I can give my good person credits like, oh, hey, would you want some of these? I got some. And then I could still have it all to myself. Yeah, this is good. I got my ginger smoothie, 4 a.m. in British Columbia smoothie. I got my Borinqueña smoothie. I think y'all getting the message. So we got a lot of stuff that's laid out, guys. I just think that we have to, for the handful of folks, like, so listen, and nothing else is going away. So it's not like we're going to create this program and then everything else that we're building up is going to fall to the wayside. Like, so even if you're not in that small group, you don't have to worry about that. That'll be like an invisible group. People won't even see that group or know what's going on once it starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's only going to be 3, 5, it's going to be a small group of people. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm going to have to keep up with those people like one of my children. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to do a good job at it first. Like, go a cycle. I don't know if it's going to be 6 months or 12 months, but that's a long ass cycle. But I want to complete that cycle, document that cycle. And then once I have a handle on it, all it takes, how intensive it is, and what the results look like and all that, then I'll be able to fine tune it at that point and scale it a little bit better. Man, Mike, you done missed the whole video. YouTube ain't sending nobody no notifications from me today, man. They upset with me. Listen, we did the video earlier. Y'all got to go watch that video I did earlier. We're going to try to do that once a week or twice a week, right? So that's a new thing that we're starting, the Smart Niggas Media, right? Smart Niggas Media, right? Because we have to have something alternative, right? Because we have the low vibration stuff, which is very entertaining. But then from there, we go straight pop culture, and there's really nothing of significant value, that's even out there. And I had to really look at it and think about it. Like, we really did lose a lot of people in terms of consciousness, right? And because of the trauma that we've been through the last 4 years, 5 years, it's been a blur for most people. So we're not even thinking that, Francis Cress Welson's gone, Sabi's gone, Africa's gone. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So we don't have a lot of voices. And so it is incumbent on me, the voice, right, to try to facilitate that. So no. What we on, Mike, is putting some planning thing together. So one of the brothers hit me up and I walk, you can watch the long version, but of course I'm gonna sum it up for you. Putting together like a private coaching system that's one-on-one. So it'd be a Zoom call, a video, unlimited text, daily calls, coaching. So like I think it's a call in the morning, video, text. It's a full program though. Free, a herb kit every month, free with the package and all this and all. So it's a pretty good package. You know what I'm saying? The brother, I didn't think the brother laid it out. A guy called me up today. We were talking about something else, and then he went into that, and I just allowed him to explain to me how it would work, like what his ideal vision of that would be. And so brother was really good about laying it out. And so I bring it to the people like, okay, here's what I need help with. How do y'all think we can do this? Do y'all think this is value? Do you think the brother said $500 a month? Now, in the world of affordability, in the world of priority, responsibilities, and all that, $500 is a lot of money. I get it, right? But in the industry, for that type of service, it's like $2,000 to $10,000 a month. That's why you have all these guys on the internet telling you that they're going to be your coaching guru and they're going to show you how to get rich and this and that, because that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is find 5 or 10 people that's going to pay you $10,000 a month, and then you don't have to do anything else. Like, what else should you be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but again, that's the money over everything program, and it's all like not, I ain't gonna say fake, because it still gets, the information is good, but it's not what the brother was asking for. What the brother was asking for was personal, you know what I'm saying? Not an automated, you know what I'm saying, AI kind of daily coaching, but like, what would it take for you to do the daily coaching, like type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I walk through how we got here, because that's how, kind of like how I started, you know what I'm saying, from the accident and all of that. So, what I was saying was, what I was saying I need help, right? Was I've been trying to figure out these systems to help make the information stick better, help people learn it, apply it, blah, 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 ad infinitum. Some stuff has worked, some stuff we try, get rid of, come up with something new, but with the coaching thing, I know that's really crucial. That's really a key thing. The people that we had the Living Biochemistry course with, the people that we had the God Complex course with, some of them people, they still with me today because of the experience through those. So I know is a value of that, and bringing folks together into a space where we can work and facilitate some stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? And then we get to a space where, hey, because I don't believe in forever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for instant coaches, instant duplication. If I work with you one-on-one for 12 months, that's it. You independent. In 12 months, you writing books, so that's what I'm saying. I gotta check these folks out, because I'm not gonna waste my time. Regardless of what the price winds up being, folks gonna have to be serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be serious. I'm gonna need that body to change. I don't care how you look right now. By the end of that 6 to 12 months, you're gonna have to look totally different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need that. So that's another reason why it's not gonna be an unlimited. um and I remember when Sharita was trying to get me to set up something like this, like for a few years. It's just a matter of how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "No, Inky, you cannot whore yourself out." I was like, "Excuse me? Excuse you?" Like, we healing people. What are you talking about? She's like, "Inky, you love too much. You know, you have to, you know, you know how it goes, Inky. So you can't, you can't overpromise with this. You have to underpromise and overdeliver. So you have to evaluate people. You can't accept everybody. And once you get a few people that you're working with, you got to tell everybody else they got to wait. Put them on the waiting list. So but I didn't, for what I would like to do, I don't think I was at the time was ready. You know what I'm saying? But now that we have the books and the materials and we got the Patreon, now I think we can put it together where it'd be nice and it can happen. It can flourish. Something like that. I would even say way more than a 2.0 God complex. Because with the God complex, people had a lot of the access and all that, but Sharita had created that whole software. You know what I'm saying? I just came with the information, but the whole thing of people being able to have somewhere to like a digital online school where you can go, you did all that. You know what I'm saying? I just had to put the info in there. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no, this would be more interactive. I should call this the Osborne program. Oh shit! This is the damn near Osborne program anyway. Yep. See, look. Yeah, I think I'm playing. When I tell you, I still got people from them. They right here, right? And this ain't last year. When did we have that God complex, John? How long ago was that? That had to be at least 10 years. Because the living biochemistry was like, I feel like that's going on 10 years or 8 years, something like that. And we had the God complex was first. I wasn't letting people into the living biochemistry class unless they graduated the God complex, John. Yep. Yeah. That was definitely 10 years ago. We had the God complex classes. And then Sharita used me as a guinea pig. And after she had got my life together as best she could, God bless her soul. For God always sends me angels, though, to help me get from one place to another. She was definitely one of them. She turned into a super powerhouse, and now she's coaching like Fortune 500 people. She still be online in her spare time, but it's not the same as before. It's like, no, Inky, the value that you have, you should charge people at least a minimum of $85,000 per minute if they want to. I'm like, sorry, just saying. Yo, that's a fact. New dad. That is a fact, new dad. I don't have a smoothie book, but I just went through the kitchen chemistry book, and I believe this qualifies definitely as a smoothie book, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because, like I said, I got a bunch of recipe books and all that in my library, and a lot of time recipe books they might give you 20 because they want to do a lot of pictures. See, people don't understand fluff when they see it. Sometimes it's recipe books, they got 10 recipes in there. but they got really high quality pictures, and they tell you a story with each recipe, and then give you the, what 10 recipes, charge you $1 zillion, right? So let's see what we got here. We got 3, 10, 17, 25, 34, 45, 53. Okay, yeah. So, I'm still turning pages. Yeah, so not quite 100 recipes, but way over 50. Way over 50 recipes in there. You know what I'm saying? And these recipes are super thorough because we have the sections inside this book that breaks down a lot of the nutrition that's in a lot of the ingredients and things like that you're putting into the smoothie. So, it's a whole nother level to it. But yeah. Nah, it's more. Yeah, I got more. I got about 60 in there. At least. I stopped counting in my 50s. So it's definitely a good bit of smoothies up in there. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna try to come back live. Let me see what time it is. Oh, it's too late. Tomorrow morning we're going in though. Tomorrow morning we're going in. I'm working on a book. I ain't saying nothing about what's in it till I'm done with it. But I could tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain. It's crazy. It's crazy. But tomorrow we're going to get into the Black People, Cops, and Black People, Cops, and Sugar book. We're gonna go deeper. We got a lot of good stuff lined up for tomorrow. But yeah, this was just a comunicado, and then we're getting ready to bust out. Yeah, we're getting ready to get back to the, you know what I mean? We're getting ready to get back to the, you know what I mean? A couple of folks like, yo, Inky, man, we want that whiteboard Inky, man. We know when that whiteboard come out, it's strictly business. And we definitely want white jacket Inky back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like gray hoodie Lux. You know what I'm saying? When that lab coat come out, they're like, oh yeah, we want that lab coat Inky. That's gray hoodie Lux, lab coat Inky. That's that. So we're going in tomorrow. So anyway, that's that. That's what I was thinking about. So if you got more ideas, or if you watch this on a replay or whatever, just put your ideas in the comment section, or if you got my number, you can shoot me a text or whatever. Like, Inky, you should charge more. Inky, you should charge less. Inky, you should give away this package or that package, or you should do this or that, or whatever idea that you have that would think that this would make it more efficient. Because my whole thing is just to get the results, period. And keeping in mind, that's another reason why I got to make sure I limit it 3 to 5 people tops, because we got the 40-day fast coming up. Right. And not everybody participates. It's cool. And over the years, I have moved more so to being reserved with it. You know what I'm saying? If I got some folks doing it, I'll rock with them via phone as opposed to pushing everybody there, because people want to get through the info. Like, Inky, I done bought all these books, man. We got to get to these books. That is correct. For real. So, but early earlier we was live. It was live earlier. We was bugging earlier, but we're gonna try to do that once a week or twice a week. Smart Niggas Media Group. So that way we can have an intelligent space to dialogue on community stuff. Because I get it. You know what I'm saying? We all want to know what's going on with the current events. But it's like, what conversation do we want to have about it? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to talk with the jail audience about Puff Daddy? You know what I'm saying? Or like, where do I want to take this thing at and discuss whatever? You know what I'm saying? And is Puff Daddy even the biggest story? They got some other guy now. According to the internet, the biggest European YouTuber, he just got arrested for, R-wording somebody in the hotel. Then they found out he might have did it to a bunch of folks. And so that's that. Somebody said, yo, Doc, when you jump off the live, go look up Kanye, right? Go look up Kanye. He said, yo, Doc, you gotta talk to us about Kanye. I said, Kanye. He said, go look up Kanye. They trying to put Kanye in the blender with the, he said Kanye got some eating drugs. Listen, I don't know. I do know that we're definitely being mass distracted right now. And I know that we're not being mass distracted away from anything as mundane as the presidential campaign. Like, that's definitely not what we're distracted from. I think we're being distracted from how poorly the current administration is done and the issues that matter as we go into the holiday season. Right. And so, like I said, everybody may not come out of the holiday season, and we're shifting to a space where, like, companies is just really about like the money, and unfortunately in the corporate structure, if you get a job in the corporate structure, you got to constantly go up. Somebody's busted stealing those pineapples, huh? We just got some pineapple snacks right there. Ain't nobody supposed to be right there. And I just hear little sounds like this going on in the hallway. Listen. Because, see, they taking advantage. They know I'm here talking to y'all. But then when they hear my footsteps, I can hear them run. I'm like, y'all know these floors are wood. The same way you can hear me, I can hear you. They think they're getting away. But I'm getting out of here. We got to get to work. My name is Minister Inky. I am the naturopathic doctor and the spokesman for the Melanin Verse Diabetes Ministry. Every time you go to the supermarket without the electrician grocery shopping list, it's like putting a loaded gun to your head. Stop playing Russian roulette with your life. Help us make America great again.
Myron! Myron!
What?
What are you doing? What you doing?
What you talking about? What am I doing?
You reading them nasty books again, right, Myron?
Everybody reading those nasty books, man. You scared the hell out of me. What you talking about, man? Well, I ain't did that in about 2 weeks.
You called yesterday, 2 weeks. What you reading? What you reading?
You scared the goddamn book, man. Dr. Inky. I went on Amazon and got 3 Dr. Inky books because I'm reading about melatonin and biochemistry. Biochemistry.
What is, Myron, that's not even first of all, it's not melatonin and whatever it is that you just said. It's melanin and biochemistry. You can't even pronounce the word, so how you reading? How you reading, Myron?
I'm not looking at the pictures. I got the books right here. I'm looking at the pictures. You know, ain't nothing nasty about this. So what are you talking about? I got all the books right here. What are you talking about?
Myron, you don't even know how to read. Every time we get mail, you bring it to me. You think I don't know that?
I got hooked on Phoenix. Now, what you talking about? I was hooked on Phoenix, so I know how to read.
As of when? As of when? Because first of all, hooked on phonics, I believe it's for kids. There's no such thing as hooked on Phoenix. And if I recall, you're the same person that thought reindeer was pronounced reender, and you're the same person that thought pigeon was pronounced piggion. So it makes sense that you went to hooked on Phoenix.
Man, such a dumbass.
No,
you always trying to say somebody can't read. I know exactly what I'm talking about, man. I'm reading the book. I got the book. I got the goddamn receipt right here. I got the goddamn receipt right here for the books. What are you talking about?
Well, you need to return them for somebody who know how to read them. And I still don't. It's probably all type of stuff in the inside of the books, Myron. That's how sneaky you are. Give me the books. Give me the books, Myron.
Hell no.
Give me the books, Myron.
Amazon.
Give me the books, Myron.
I'm not giving you none. I got these books off Amazon. I'm not giving you the books. Ain't that no.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.